Before I start, I need for you to subscribe to this channel, okay? We are building over here. How you guys doing? I'm your girl, Grace, and today I want to talk about something so important. I need everyone's attention, and I need everyone to participate in this show today. If you've never participated before, let's get started. Guys, so I know in the news lately, you have been seeing a lot of shootings. You have been seeing a lot of killings. And it's mainly within the young black community. And I'm thinking to myself, what? Yo, something has to be going on. Something is in the water or something is in the burgers or in both, because this is a pandemic. Today, I want to zoom in on a specific area though. I want to zoom in on the Bronx in New York City. Oh! Child, I'm not sure if any one of you have ever been to the Bronx. I have a lot of times, especially when I was much younger. I used to go to the Bronx all the time. I had to pick up this chick I used to know for us to come back to where I used to live, for us to go out. So we was always in the Bronx. And this is an experience that I had in the Bronx before I dive into what I want to talk about with the kids and the Bronx pandemic, okay? When you live in the Bronx, I'm so serious, you have to be tough. I know you're like, oh, why do I have to be tough? You have to be tough if you plan on living in the Bronx. You are going to be tested off the gate. When I went to just pick up somebody, I wasn't living in the Bronx. I just went to pick up somebody. And I was getting tested. I was like, what is going on? For me to get in the building, just to go get this person, I felt like I was filling out an application. This is how it goes. It's a lot of dudes and sometimes chicks, right? And they're like, oh, she's not a familiar face. Who's she? Why is she around here? Because they trust nobody. That's number one, okay? So I'm thinking like, oh my God, this is a lot of people in front of the building. And it's all buildings in the Bronx, majority. I'm saying if you go into the Bronx and you're going like towards all the way up in the Bronx, Westchester, and stuff like that, you may see one or two houses. Who knows? You may get lucky, okay? So I'm just like, I'm going in this building. Why? What? And I literally had to say, no, I'm going to see my homegirl. She's, she lives in here, whatever. Oh, we never seen you around here before. They want to ask your social security number, your bank account number, how many siblings you have, your blood type. They want to know everything about you before you could get in the building. And if you give them an attitude, when you come back outside, you may come outside to a gang of people ready to fight you. So the Bronx is very, very rough. It's a rough place to live. You understand? Like I say, in the Bronx, there's nice places, but it's like outside of the Grand Concourse and those other little places. Because it's rough, man. And I feel like in the Bronx lately, it's been a lot of teenagers dropping like flies. Ooh! A fly. That's how fast they're dropping. Just like that. You understand? And you're thinking to yourself, yo, when did this happen? And listen, I'm not saying there was never any violence. It's always been violence. Let's not get that twisted. But I feel like as of lately, it's on a different level. And the Bronx is a pandemic at this time. That's how I'm viewing the Bronx. It's a pandemic within the Bronx with the guns, the teens, and the gangs. These young kids are lost without a cause. They don't care about their lives, so they will not care about yours. Oh, okay, so let's talk about this, right? First of all, now, you're having these kids who are into gangs now because there's nothing for them to do. They're out of school. They barely went to school because of the corona. That was a setback. So they wasn't in school, and they were home, causing problems. They're on internet. They're on the computer. So what happened? They start meeting people. Oh, you're from here. You're from there. Boom. Let's be in a gang. Next thing you know, they're in a gang. And next thing you know, they're getting guns. Where are they getting these guns from? Oh, they're making me hot just talking about them. So I was just looking into it because I was like, yo, every time I'm scrolling through the YouTube, I'm like, the Bronx, damn. It's a Bronx pandemic at this point. This is ridiculous. So I said, let me do like a little show about the Bronx because in case if you decide to visit the Bronx, you may have to go there strapped. Okay? Because it's no joke. It's a war zone right now. It's a war zone outside. No man is safe. Okay? I'm not a rapper, but I heard that in a rap and it makes sense. Okay? So I don't know what's going on, man. Take a look at this video. This video right here. This little boy looked like he was running into a store because take a look. They say seeing is believing. Look at this.
We're freezing part of the video here because it's just too difficult to watch. The second teen was shot not too far away. And News 4's Erica Byfield joining us live now in the Claremont section of the Bronx. And Erica, I know you spoke with the victims' families, but first, what is the latest in this investigation?
Hi, Jen. Well, I spoke with police just moments ago. They tell me at this point, no arrests in either case. And while these shootings happen close to one another, at this point, police do not believe that they are connected. We had time today to spend with both of the mothers of both of these teens. As you can imagine, they are devastated and they say they want answers. Ramon Gil-Medrano's mother had a youngest. 16 is dead. Police say on Sunday he was in the Bronx in a taxi on 178th Street near Valentine Avenue when someone shot him point blank in the head and chest.
He died immediately.
But why?
I don't know why.
No sabemos.
We don't know why.
No sabemos qué pasó.
We don't know what happened. We just want justice.
His family says that he was an aspiring rapper who loved baseball. They heard about it and were encouraged by Governor Cuomo's crackdown on violence, adding new teams to track guns. So they can't understand how. Just days later, Ramon is gone.
He was on the phone with a friend when he got shot.
Yes, the friend heard the gunshot and then called my mom.
Oh my gosh.
It was horrific.
Sunday, a 13-year-old died too, shot walking down 187th Street. Surveillance shows Jerron Elliott in red pants. Shots zing through the air. Within seconds, he scrambles inside a restaurant. A crowd surrounds him. Police say he got shot in the ankle and chest.
As you can see, he was literally running for his life, okay? Literally, okay? And they were shooting at him. And he got shot in the leg. And this is in broad daylight. These young kids do not care. They don't have any guidance. 95% of them don't have a father. He done left the nest, okay? So it's the mother who's in the house again by herself, has to work, has to pay the bills, you understand? And they're trying to maintain a house. So this is very hard for a single mom to do. You understand? And I just feel bad for the single mom because, you know, they live in the Bronx is majority projects, okay? And it's like stack. It's like sardine. Everybody living on top of each other. No space to breathe. Nothing. So, you know, you have a building that has like maybe 40 floors. You're bound to get into it with somebody for the most part, especially if you're a young kid. You're going to meet other kids. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just horrible. You know, I'm just fed up with the Bronx. The Bronx is just a mess. It's like a little island by itself where they all fight and kill each other at this point. You know, and I'm just like, wow, when did it get to this point? When did it get to the point where kids are now killing kids without a second thought? They're pulling up and they're letting it go. They're blasting off. They don't care. Oh, you with the ABC gang? We with the WBG gang. Oh, you got problems with ABC? WBG? Load up. We're going out west. And I'm just like, what are you guys getting from this? What are you guys really getting from this? Y'all are killing off your whole generation. These are 15, 16, sometimes even 12-year-old that's in these gangs. And I'm sure the news companies tied a gun on there. I'm sure they're like, listen, Robert, if we got to go to the Bronx one more time, I'm quitting. I can't take it no more. The Bronx is on my Bronx nerves now. You tried it. I'm sure they're just over the whole Bronx because I'm over it just sitting here. I feel like it's stuffed bunny sitting here. Subscribe, bunny. So another video that I want to show you, right? This one is a little disturbing, so I just want to give you guys a little heads up, okay? This one, again, in broad daylight. He is, take a look.
Boom, boom, boom. You understand?
It looks as terrifying as it sounded. A young man opening fire in a crowded playground, people running for their lives. Leticia Harper was nearby with a 5-year-old she is the nanny for.
And I run to the apartment with the kid, to the building. I didn't come over here, because you know bullets don't have no eye.
Police are looking for these 2 men in connection to the shooting that left 2 people injured. Surveillance video shows the hooded suspect firing several shots before running away while putting the gun into a backpack. It happened last night at Walton Playground. Exactly 1 week ago, elected officials gathered to celebrate the park's $1.4 million renovation. Councilman Fernando Cabrera says the shooting breaks his heart.
But here's the message that I have. We're not going to allow this to happen in our district and continue in our district. And you're going to be in candy camera, because we got cameras in district all over the place.
Indeed, the images of the suspects are clear. Meantime, police maintain a presence at the park, one of several in the area which have been rehabilitated to give young people a safe place to gather and avoid the gang activity which many residents say plagues the neighborhood. Residents say yesterday's violence is a clear setback.
They say seeing is believing. Listen to me. I'm not saying that there's not crimes everywhere, but I already showed you 2 videos in the same place, and there's more videos to come pertaining to the Bronx. You understand? And it breaks my heart, but you need to know what's going on, not just in where you live in your little corner. You need to know what's going on across the pond, and you need to know what's going on in front of your footstep. And the reason why I say you need to know what's going on, I'm taking this as, if you don't know what's going on in your neighborhood, you could be visiting somewhere, and next thing you know, you're in a whole bunch of problems. You have to be diverse in everything. I need to know what's going on down the block, and I need to know what's going on across the pond. You understand? And the Bronx is just like, oh my God. You know, if there was giving away free food stamp there, I would not go. Wait a minute. It's free? It's food stamp? I may have to sneak up there, you know, real quick. But, you know, and I just feel a way, guys. You have to remember, these kids, right? They have nothing to do. The park that he shoot up, they just got all this money to fix up the park for the little kids. The little kids can't go down the slides no more. The little kids can't go in the water sprinklers no more. Because why? They have to be swimming and ducking from the bullets. And if you're trying to shoot at somebody, why are you all the way across the street shooting from him? If you're really about that life, you pull up next to him. If you're really about that life, and you shouldn't be about that life. What happened to going to school, getting a trade, or getting a job, period? I don't care if you work at McDonald's. I don't care where you work. As long as you're working and you're trying to make an honest living. Being out here and being in these gangs, these kids are violent. They are ruthless. They're joining these gangs to get street credit. Okay? And then you have a lot of people on this YouTube who are glorifying their gang life. And I'm just here to tell you, young kids, please, it's only going to get you 2 places, either in the ground or behind the bars. That's where there's not a future in being in a gang. There's no future in it. I've never heard somebody say, hey, being in a gang was the best thing for me, buddy. I got my gang degree. You know? Being in a gang is not cool, man. Why do you need a whole gang of dudes around you to validate who you are or to have your back? You know? Be your own man. Don't follow people. That's the worst thing you can do, is follow behind another person's DNA. When you were being born and you were brought into this world, was there a crowd of people there to celebrate you? No, it was your mom and your dad if he decided to stay around for the birth. Knowing him, he was out making another baby. Okay? So, you need to make smart decisions. Not because you are from an environment that's hostile and that's full of crimes and drugs and gangs. You do not have to become your environment. I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say, well, You don't know. I'm from the ghetto. I'm from where, you know, if you don't put up your knuckles, you get knocked out. No, I'm not saying you won't have to fight, but my God, you don't have to fight, and now you are part of the gang, and now you are killing, you're shooting, you're stealing, you're robbing, you're scamming, you're doing all these negative things. Where do you think it's going to take you? You think you're going to graduate in the gang? Huh? They're going to have a graduation cap for you and have you walk down the aisle and give you a diploma? Hey, come on down here, Tyrone. We got your gang degree right here. You done graduated, boy. No, it doesn't work like that, guys. It really, really does not. And somebody needs to tell these youth out here, being in a gang is whack, okay? Being in a gang is not the move. Stop following these people. Don't let these older heads get into your space, into your mental, and say, hey, if you come over here and work with us, I get you these new Jordans, I get you a chain, and I get you a headband. Because that's the package deal. But they're not telling you that you could be packaged and be shipped off to Sing Sing, and you won't hear from neither the gang or the gang member. You understand? You young people have to think. Y'all are not even thinking. What happened to your brain cells? You have two parts to your brain, the right and the left. Wait. The right and the left. I'm confused. Okay? You need to think for yourselves. You're going to be in a gang. Listen, if you're going to do it, you better be ready to lay down for it then. Because it's not all that it's cracked up to be. There's 1,001 things out there. The world is a big and beautiful place. Try to travel. Try to go other places. Get out of that little neighborhood, that little 4x4 neighborhood that you're in, and travel and go places and see things, interact with different people, learn the new skills. You understand? Do something besides thinking about joining a gang. There's no future in a gang. I've never heard yet. Listen, please comment below. If you know a gang member or somebody who's in a gang or somebody who's forming a gang, let me know how that's going for you guys. Because from what I know and what I have researched, I have yet to meet a gang member who can say, yeah, that gang life, that's that life. No. They're telling you now, the older heads who used to be in the gang, back in the gap, now they're telling you, listen, young boys, don't do it. Don't throw away your life just to have a street credit. Some of y'all won't even be living to have regular credit. Y'all not even going to be alive to have regular credit that's really needed in these streets to survive, to get a house, get a nice car, and so on and so forth. Y'all not going to be around to have credit, so you guys would rather have street credit than to have credit that's going to help you in the long run. You see? The mind is a amazing tool. But when you don't know how to use it, man, listen. It's like an idol. It just idles. It's like a car just sitting still that's not doing nothing. Don't be an idler. Find something to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't find something to do, start reading. Read the Malcolm X book. He's a great person to read about. Read Dr. Martin Luther King book. Read a Gandhi book. You know, I don't care. Read the Bible. Read something that's going to grasp all of your attention. Because I'm telling you, being in a gang is not the move. And the Bronx is on level 10. They're in a war zone. I have 2 more videos, but I'm not even going to show it to you because, man, you get the gist of what I'm saying. You get what I'm trying to say to you. If you have these young kids, try to get them in a sport. And I know sometimes it's not easy because you have to pay for this, you got to pay for that. It's not easy. It's not. But you have to try. You have to try for your own legacy, which is your kids. If you don't try for them, they're going to end up in the Bronx Pandemic. Because that's all that it is. They're joining this woo, two, shoot, moo gang, moo, cuckoo game. I don't know. They're joining all these names that they make up with the alphabet. Moo, shoe. Like, I'm in a shoe gang. You in the moo. What? Are you kidding me? This is what y'all are rapping? Moo, a cow gang? And the shoe gang? Come on. There has to be more that you want out of life besides joining a gang. If you want to join a gang, join a college gang. Join a debate team gang. Join a book club gang. You understand? Join a volleyball team. Join a basket. There's so many different gangs out here you could join that's gonna actually benefit you. But I'm telling you guys, stay away from gangs, stay away from weapons, and try to find a trade that's gonna help you in the long run. Because once you are shot, dead, and gone, all they're gonna do, this is how it goes, because I've seen this too many times. They get the blue candles, the white candles, and I've been looking for candles. I can't find the candles, but now I see why. They get all these candles, put them where you were shot, light them, and by 2 weeks later, you're forgotten about. And who is left with this pain and this anguish? The parents of this slain child. These gang members don't care about you. You think they like you? You think they care that, oh yeah, TJ's a part of the gang. We love you, TJ. Yeah, yo, go bust your gang, go bust your. They don't care. If somebody cares about you, they don't want you in harm's way. Oh, guys, I have to run. But before I go, please subscribe to this channel. I appreciate you guys. We're growing over here. And please pay attention to your young teens, girl and boy. I know everything is always emphasis on the guys when it comes to a topic like this, but you have our young ladies out here now. They're harder than a rock, okay? They're pushing this gang mentality, and they're just out there, sometimes even worse than the young man. So have a conversation with your kids, please. Our black youth are supposed to be our future. But at this rate, they won't even be their own future in the next 5 to 6 years. If you're dying off at 15 and 16 years old, your legacy is gone. Guys, I thank you so very much for rocking out with me. I'm your girl, Grace, and this is Grace Reporting. Please help to subscribe to this channel. Help to build us up over here. And I appreciate every single one of you guys. Bye-bye.